And welcome back. Welcome back to everybody. It is the 5 by 5 late night, and I'm your host, David. Um, we were going to do a show tonight, but Nikki, once again, she has to work in the morning, so I totally understand that I don't, and I've had 3 days off. So, and the holidays, can sap all of your energy. But thank you guys for joining me tonight. Once again, and it's surprising that I've done so many shows between um, uh, before Christmas and to now. I've been able to do several um, shows, but sometimes when I'm sitting here by myself and I have no one to talk to, I talk to you guys to entertain myself or um, to to sort out some of my issues I have going on in my head by vocalizing them to you guys. But again, thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't checked out the blog, that's one thing that I haven't done lately is update the blog, and but it will be updated. But I'm gonna put all the Christmas episodes for those who catch the show on the blog. I'll put all the Christmas theme episodes on in one post. I need to pull some Christmas stuff down, like some of the advertisements and things like that. But I will I will get to it. I wanted to get to it today, and I still might do it tonight. I was tired earlier, but I seem to have got my mojo back. So I hope you guys are all. We're going to start drinking every time that I have a late night show. Oh wow, I might make a lot of drunks if you guys start listening more regularly. We're going to start drinking. I have another bottle of wine, and this was given to me. And I was telling somebody that I earlier today that I was drinking some Sutter Home. I think it was a Chardonnay I had, and so they gave me a bottle that they hadn't drank. I have a problem with drunken drinking. That is so bad. And so they gave me a bottle of bubbly pink Moscato, and I'm almost embarrassed to say that it tastes really good. Because I've already poured a glass. So, whatever you're drinking, text me, tweet me, Facebook me, and let me know what you're drinking tonight. In the fashion of Andy Cohen from Watch What Happens Live. Oh my God! And let me know what you're drinking. So you can tweet me at we'll have a hashtag tonight. You can tweet me at the 5 by 5. So it's gonna be at the number 5 by BY and the number 5 again, and you can tweet me hashtag drinking5, DRINKING and the number 5, and tell me what you're drinking like. Or you can hit me up on Facebook. The Facebook page is the 5 by 5 completely spelled out. And I'm not drunk, not yet. I was kind of loopy last night, and you know what? I think I had a low grade hangover all night. I mean, all day, because I had a headache, and I don't know why I didn't take any aspirin or Tylenol earlier, because um, my buddy Jeremy's back in the chat room, and he's drinking Crown, but I think he always drinks Crown. I don't know if he drinks anything else. He did tell me about a Crown that's like maple Crown or something, and I still haven't tried it. I'm not a advanced drunk like he is, but it's something to work toward, I suppose. But I keep on saying talking about the blog, but I haven't said the name. So it's recycleblogtalk.blogspot.com. And in 2014, I'm changing the name. I've made the decision. Even though I'm hating myself for doing it, I am going to change the name. So everything will be branded the 5 by 5. It just makes sense. So that's what I want to do. Although I'm trying. I tried not to do it for such a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and do it, and we'll just go from there. But we're also on Tumblr, so if you want to see some I wouldn't say not so nice, but not suitable for work photographs or things that I kind of post during the day or something I see online that I don't necessarily want on my blog. Because I know I have some church folks that follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and I wouldn't want them to, pray against me or anything. Uh, but that would be fine too. But like I said, thank you guys for joining me. It has been an okay day. Like I said, I think since I drank so much last night, and this was wine. It's not like I'm guzzling bourbon and whiskey and Patron and all that stuff. I've turned into a wine drinker. Well, that it didn't just happen. It's been several years now, and the hard stuff for me, I just can't do it. I think the last hard drink that I had was probably it was in 20 that's 2013 now. It was in 2012, like a hard stiff drink. It was in ha 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 hard and stiff. Ha ha, that's funny. And if you're hard and stiff, you can tweet me too. I'd like to know. Um This is a late night show, and I can say just about anything I want, and it will be marked explicit. So if you have this turned on at work tomorrow, if you're downloading the podcast and listening, you might want to turn it down because you're just liable to hear anything. Um, uh, they the I don't know that tickles me so much. I said hard and stiff. I feel like Beavis and Butthead. You know how they would say something that was a little bit suggestive, and the other one would kind of kickle, and he say, "You said whatever it was," and they'd laugh about it. But no, I haven't had a long. I need to stop. This is really coming out X-rated. I haven't had a long No, I haven't had a hard, stiff drink since 2012. And I was with my friend who's in the chat room right now. We have a big fall festival thing here in the area. And I think during that week, because another friend of mine was in town who's moving back to town, I drank that week. And I think it was the last time I had any really hard liquor. So I'm back to wine now and minded my P's and Q's. Actually, it I could drink and, be drunk, tore up at night, and then be able to make it to work by 7 o'clock in the morning without missing a beat. I can't do that anymore. I think I stopped drinking a lot. Not that I was a drunk by any means, because I wasn't. I could drink with the best of them, but I think it was Halloween 2009. It was during Atlanta Pride, and Atlanta Pride coincided with Halloween that particular year, and I was wasted the whole from I think it was because Halloween was on like a Friday night. It was perfect setup, and Pride was like that whole weekend, and I was drunk from Friday night until Monday morning, and it was bad. I mean, it was really, really bad. And just remember, I was like, nah, forget this. I can't do. I can't drink like this anymore. So I stopped. Um, well, tonight's show, I'm like, okay, we're not doing a holiday show, even though I have one. No, it's not even a holiday. Well, kind of, sort of, but not really. I have one little thing about holiday, kind of, sort of, to talk about, and then we're going to talk about. Remember the book I was telling you that I got? It's called Contrary to Popular Belief, and it's 250 Falsehoods Revealed by Joey Green. I have 3 or 4 things in there that I thought was interesting that I want to share with you guys. We're also going to talk about a website that I seen. I think it's about on PBS, on the PBS website, that talks about wage in America, which I thought was really interesting, and also the McDonald's PR nightmare, and also the future of Red Lobster for all you seafood aficionados out there. Maybe you don't know what's going on there. So this episode of the 5 by 5 late night is called Things That Make You Say, What the Fuck? We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back and we'll get into our show. I actually like that. That's kind of groovy and has some little good little sound. Another of my independent artists, that's Love Shadow featuring Snowflake. They do a lot of collaborations. Together musically. So if you go to CC Mixter or Dig, I think you can type in the search engine CC Mixter, Dig or Dig CC Mixter. You can find a lot of music on there for that you can use like on your shows. If anybody want to use music that's not copyrighted or under a all this music is under a Creative Commons license that you have to give attribution to the original work too. So that's why I do it this way, so you can look in the show notes and you can see the names and where it exactly comes from. But earlier I was talking to my buddy who's turned into a fan of the show, I guess, or he just likes hearing me make a fool out of myself. I haven't determined which it is first. He's probably behind his computer or phone or whatever, laughing at me, telling me how stupid I sound. But he's normally pretty vocal, and he thought I called him a honky earlier, but I didn't. And he said that he was a Ritz, and I said he was more like a club cracker or a saltine or something like that. I don't think cracker. I think when I think about it, to use a derogatory term for a white person that that I don't, but cracker just this seems funny to me. I don't know why. That is, we used to call y'all pink toes. We- when when y'all was around and y'all was giving us dirty looks, we would say, I don't know what them pink toes are looking at. Because you guys are kind of pink and pasty sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. But we did say that though, for real, back in the day. No. So my one and only kind of holiday-ish story today. Today, the day after Christmas, everything is so crazy. People are returning gifts, and they want to, be in the stores. There's some good deals. I looked in the ads. There was nothing in there that I had to have that was an extremely good deal. If you listened to the show last night or the day before, well, I guess just last night because yesterday was Christmas, you know that yes, pink toes. Yeah, we used to call y'all pink toes because y'all got pink toes. I'm sure your toes are pink too. All white people's toes are pink. Um, and not from pink nail polish, just because they pink. And you listened to the show last night. I had to get a cable for, and I still don't think it's right. It's working now, but I don't think it's right. I needed to. Well, I needed to get two things. One thing that I did, it was a want versus a need. But since I was out and about, I went ahead and got it. But I needed a cable for my soundbar that I received for Christmas, and I think the sound needs to be better. I'm a bass guy. I like a lot of bass, and I'm hopefully, I think next month I'm gonna have my car stereo redone as well because for some reason when it's warm, my stereo, the speakers sound good. They don't sound as good as when I first purchased the car, but they sound okay. Good enough so I can bump a little bit going down the street. But when it's cold, the speakers sound like crap. Early part of this year, I don't know if I told you guys this. My car, there's a piece in the front of the car, up under the hood, where when the water goes down when it's raining and stuff like that and the water's going down your window and it goes into the car, but there's a piece that deflects the water from going inside the car. That piece had come loose, and I would, every time it rained really bad, I would have to and this is crazy, I would have to um get a bowl and dump water out of the passenger side of my car, and it was driving me crazy. But thank God that my father is a mechanic, and the only time I've ever had to worry about car problems is when I lived in Atlanta. So I bought a new car, so I had a warranty, but the warranty expired, and so that was right before I moved back to the area. But my dad is always taking care of my car issues, so I really don't have to worry about car care, and that's expensive, worrying about your car and stuff like that. But this car has been good, and I'm happy for it. I do need to redo my stereo system because I don't know what's going on with the speakers, but I want a new one anyhow. It's past to. I want something that connects to my iPod because I don't like playing CDs. He says, "You like the cars that go." Boom. Is that one of those songs, I think? Oh, a funny sidebar to some history about my friend in the chat room. We took driver's ed together. It's so funny. I remember all this stuff about high school that involved him. But again, he never talked to me. I don't know why we friends now because he never spoke to me in high school. Maybe once or twice. He was friends with my friend. But we took driver's ed together, and then I think we had one time where we actually had we would they have the instructor and then the two students that was driving, and I was so embarrassed because the instructor, the teacher, I couldn't stand him. And you could tell only black people that he liked was black people that could dribble the basketball, and I was maybe a little bit too flamboyant and too fabulous. He wasn't ready for all that, so he was kind of cold to me. I didn't care because I was smart, but he was nice to Jeremy. He wasn't nice to me. But I remember us having to ride down Diamond Avenue. If you remember that, we went down First Avenue and then all the way down Diamond Avenue and then back around to the high school we went to. I don't know if you remember that or not, but it did happen. That came to me last night too. I think wine for some reason enhances my memory, but enough of that. Um, so. I had to go out and get a cable for my sound bar, which I couldn't use the double, the red and white in and out. But for some reason on my TV, and my TV is, it's a 1080p HD Samsung television. Oh, he does remember that. You do? No, you don't. You don't get that good a memory. You don't remember that. And um, it was. The connections, like I have a connection. I have like I told you the other day, my Blu-ray, my Apple TV are all connected through HDMI. My PlayStation is connected to the audio visual, but that's an in. So thinking that the TV, it needs the sound from the TV to go into the sound bar, so it has to be a out audio visual, but they're different colors and they obviously don't work. I went into the settings for the music, the sound on my television, and it has something to use external mic, but it's not really an external mic, I don't think. Anyhow, it didn't work, so I had to get the one that has the 3.5 millimeter jack, and with the it's a good cable. I paid $10 for it. It's pretty decent. That goes into that has the red and white. Connections that goes right into the sound bar. And if anybody knows about the optical, I don't know how that exactly works. I do have an optical hookup on my TV, and there's an optical hookup on the sound bar. So if anybody knows how to do that, let me know because I don't know. But anyhow, so I had to go get that. So my nephew, he was planning yesterday. He passed up the opportunity to go see, what's the movie out right now? I don't think it's Frozen, but it's another movie that him and two of his friends and their parents were going, and they wanted my nephew to go with them. He chose to spend the afternoon with his Uncle David. So that made me feel kind of good because he was very adamant that he was going to spend time with his Uncle David. I'm like, okay, I don't care, because I had planned on sleeping all day today, but that didn't get to happen. And so that made me feel good because I'm still cool. I'm still the cool uncle. And then, funny story, we went there's a little comic book store here that does like resell. They resell books and DVDs. It's a total mess, but you can get some good deals there. And I normally, when I was collecting comic books pretty heavily, I had an account there where they would put the one issues you want for the week in there, and you just went, so you'd have to look for them, or so you wouldn't miss the issue. But we went there, but and I'll say this, and I'm not poking fun at anyone because everybody has problems, but sometimes things are just funny when they're out of the ordinary, and you just happen to see them, and sometimes to process it, you have to laugh. And I think sometimes I laugh at inappropriate moments, but some things are just funny to me. And and so we're sitting there because he had a Target gift card to use. And I knew we was going to Target at some point this afternoon, but I want to stop there first because I promised him I would give him another pack of Pokemon cards, and I am so sick of Flareon, Sylveon, Pikachu. What's that bitch's name? Flurry. What's there's one Mugs and Mogs and Jumpionia and all them Pokemon. I'm tired of him. He is in Pokemon overload right now, and whether you say got him, catch them all, he thinks he has to have them all. And this shit is not cheap. Like I told you before, I spent $50 on Pokemon shit for Christmas for him. And but I told him I would buy him a pack. Now, mind you, a single pack is $6.19. But before we get into the store, there was a guy outside the store, and obviously he had some type of mental illness. And I feel sorry for people who have mental illness, but some of the shit is just funny. I work with the mentally ill, and developmentally disabled. Some of the stuff they do is hilarious. I would never share that with you guys on with my clients because legally I can't. But for people I see that's not part of the company that I work for, your shit is funny and you need some help. But sometimes some of these people, I witnessed it firsthand, they do not want your help. They think they're perfectly okay, which is fine. Do you, boo? You can go out there and be crazy in the middle of the street all by yourself. I'm going to laugh at you. And so, so before we get into the store, I'm checking his Target gift card because, like I said, we're going out there. And so there's this guy, and I've seen him out there before. This guy, and he has a backpack, and so he's marching up to the door. Then he stops. I mean, he was moving. Then he stops on a dime, and he takes this backpack off and he throws it against the wall. And I'm looking. I'm like, what the hell is going on there? I thought he was bit. I thought I thought he had some kind of animal in his backpack that he was bit, and so he wanted to kill the animal. So that's why he was throwing his backpack against the building. And so he has a Mountain Dew in his hand. And so he's shaking that mug up. He's shaking it. I'm like, what is going on? So he is tripping. And so my nephew, he's very, he's looking at me like, Uncle David. I'm like, just chill. Ain't nothing going on. And so, and I'm like, well, he's obviously a transient, with some problems. And so he puts this backpack on. It obviously wasn't right. I don't know what's wrong with the backpack. He takes that backpack off again. He throws it on the ground and he kicks it. I mean, he kicks it like he was in grade school playing kickball. It didn't go very far. I don't know what he had in there. See, I probably should have went to the store because it could have been a gun. They will shoot you. So it was funny. It was comical to me. I really wouldn't like falling out of my car like somebody told an Eddie Murphy joke or anything. It was comical. And so he finally stuffed that Mountain Dew back in his backpack, and then he puts the backpack on and he goes into the store. I'm like, oh, so we go inside and back. That was just a sidebar to that story, but um so we go into the store, and I was watching him make sure he wouldn't do anything crazy, but it was totally okay. I guess the workers know who he was, and they was kind of stopping him. He wasn't hurting anybody, but he was tripping. So we get to the Pokemon counter, and at first, I was kind of mad because we was being kind of ignored, and when I bought the $50 worth of Pokemon stuff from the other day, I wasn't being ignored because I was spending money. But anyhow, and so we're looking, and my nephew, he had like $25 in cash for Christmas, and he had subsequently he had a $25 gift card from Target for Christmas. But this money is burned a hole in his pocket. He wants to spend every dime he has on Pokemon, and his mother gave him strict instructions: do not be spending all your money on Pokemon cards. Because here's my thing, he's just collecting them, and I think he just collects them because they look good. He doesn't know how to play, because there's a game that goes along with Pokemon cards. And I'm like, dude, you know, what are you getting? So we're looking, and I'm asking him questions, and the more we talk about it, the more hyped he's getting. Oh, look at that one. Oh, look at that one. And so I say, and then they didn't have a lot. And then I said, well, do you have any single packets? Because I promised I was going to buy him a single packet. And he's like, no, somebody came in here the other day and bought, and he's a whole box full of these single packets. And it has to be 100 packets in these boxes. Bought 2 full shelves of these Pokemon card packages, so they didn't have any. I said, well, we're going to another store. Let's, we have to go out there anyhow. Let's go and buy the Pokemon cards at Target. I know they have them, and it's really gifty, and I know they have them. And he looked at me because he I guess he was thinking that I wasn't going to take him out there. I'm like, why is the because all the excitement that he had built up because he knew he was going to get him some more Pokemon cards, the excitement kind of subsided and he just kind of looking. I'm like, boy, I'm taking you out here, stop playing, and then he's happy again. But when we'll come back, we'll finish our story about going to Target on the day after Christmas, and then we'll talk about a few other things. We'll be right back.
Come and take a look. Open up my chocolate box. I bet you like a tea. I don't know, but you can brush. I think you like a lot. A chocolate box. A chocolate box. A chocolate box. My chocolate box. I was once like you. I left that life behind me. Once in school, solving for X and Y. You wouldn't know me if I passed you by. Alone in space and time, I'm happy in my blankets of stars so deep, where they won't find me. Way out here, I'm
I've played that song 1,001 times, and I still don't know what the hell she's saying. She could be saying no, I think she's saying the chocolate box. Use your imagination. I think that's what she's saying. Like I've told you guys before, the song is called Theo Broma Kakyo, and I, yeah, I don't know. Um, um, I don't know what she's saying. Um, Jeremy and I were trying to remember who was that teacher, but he was an ass, and I didn't like him. He's a bastard. But anyhow, I just posted on Spreakers. My friend HTLA Radio John, he's such a nice person, and he has a Spreakers group on Facebook that he allows us to put what shows we're doing and when we're on. And thanks HTLA Radio for making that available to all us Spreakers. You guys need to check it out. Here, quick, I'll give you the. It's a Spreaker. It's a group that you can join on Facebook, and it has all the different shows um, that some of the hosts um, have on Spreaker. If you guys want some additional shows, some of my favorites, of course, are from my boys. Um, Off Limit Donovan from Off Limits and Ken Boggle from the Ken Boggle Talk Show. Hopefully, we'll be doing a show tomorrow night when I get off work. And it'll be after, it'll probably be about one ish. And then we'll get to that. But no, Christopher John Taylor is his name from uh, HTLA Radio, and it is the Spreakers group I was almost saying on HBO on Facebook. But so we were talking about um, my day with my nephew going shopping on the day after Christmas. So even though I dreaded going out there, I knew I had to get the cable for my sound bar. So we make our way out there. And to tell you, it wasn't bad. I was expecting the worst. I didn't go to the real busy part, but I was out there because there's a Target that's just right across the way from Best Buy but I went in the back way, Best Buy and Walmart. But Target was busy, but it wasn't crazy, so that was good. But we went later in the day. It was after 1 when I went, and we go in there, and so we found I found the cable, and then funny thing. So this is the funny story. This is the funny part. So we're looking around because I'm just looking to see if they have any good deals for stuff that I totally don't need but possibly could want. Uh, and so I I went to the record, the little record section. Um, Yeah, that's his name. I would not gonna say his name, but yes, that's exactly who it is. He is an asshole. That is him. I didn't know you felt that way. I thought all you jock boys were about the same, y'all, because that was kind of your speed. That was y'all's group, because he was like the basketball coach or something. Maybe all the coaches were dicks. I don't know. Except I like the guy who did football. I forget his not football. The guy who did baseball. I'm sorry, the guy who did the baseball team. Anyhow, and so I'm over there in the music section. Not really looking for anything in particular, but I seen a Beyonce poster, but nothing had um, prices on it, and that annoys me. But I know people tear stuff up during the holidays, so I wasn't that annoyed. Then I said, and so I say, not that I'm saying loudly, but I'm just saying it. I said, can I get the Beyonce CD up in here? If you remember, Target did not sell Beyonce's CD because she gave the exclusive to iTunes digitally prior to it prior to it being released physically. And I think they made a bad decision on doing that, but they did it. So I'm being funny, and I didn't see any associates around. I'm sure there was one or two, and I said, can I get a Beyonce CD? Anyone? So I'm making myself laugh, and my nephew's just shaking his head at me. So this chick, some white chick, she's like, so she starts laughing, and she's like, and she was very nice. She's like, well, what was that about anyhow? So I tell her the whole story about, how they didn't want to sell it because they didn't think that it was going to be, um, um, uh, financially sound because everybody was buying it online versus being available at the same time and exclusively to Target, whatever. And so and so she's like, yeah, that's just so crazy. And she's laughing. And she agrees with me that I couldn't find prices on stuff. And then she says, this is the funny part. Then she says, well, no, I say, well, I got my copy. And she's like, oh, you have a computer? I looked at her and so I said, "Excuse me." And so she's like, "Oh, okay, ha ha ha," and she laughs, and I'm like, "Yeah, I have a computer, and I haven't bought a physical CD in a very long time. I do all mine through iTunes." And she was like she was shocked, like I couldn't. Maybe she thought I was dumb or something, and couldn't work on a computer, or she thought I was poor. But I thought I was looking fabulous today. I forgot to tell you guys yesterday, I did get a new scarf and hat. I may have told you guys that, and I was looking. I thought I was looking fabulous. Maybe I would. Maybe because I haven't shaved in a couple of days, I was looking a little scruffy. But I thought it was funny. She's like, "Oh, you have a computer?" And she was a blonde, so maybe that's what it was. And I was like, "Yeah, I haven't bought a physical CD in a very long time. I do just about everything digitally now." But she didn't want to hear that because then she had turned coat and she just ran away. Not she literally didn't run, but that was that. But we ended up finding the Pokemon cards, and they were actually cheaper, and they had packs, and they have sets. And I think he spent $18 on a set of 40. You get 40 cards and three special cards, or some nonsense. I don't know, or some special dark foil card, something. And and then I bought him a pack and a blast ice booster something whatever it is. Whoever made Pokemon and the Pokemon cards and this stuff has been my niece was very young when one of my sister's friends gave her a whole book of Pokemon cards that he was collecting at the time, and this was 20 years ago, maybe 17 years ago. And excuse me, and she still has them. And now my nephew, you know, he's still doing it, and they're just cards. I mean, you can't even play spades with them. They're just cards. And I did buy two packs at the comic book store of WWE wrestling cards for a friend of mine who's into the WWE. And let me tell you, we did well. I'll get to that. And so we found it. But these cards, I'm like, you're making. I mean, it couldn't be more than 2 cents worth of card stock in these cards. And the pack that I bought was $6.19 for 10 cards. I'm like, are you kidding me? And some of them have this little holographic foil embossed whatever on them, and I'm like, this is highway robbery. I don't get it, I don't understand it, but to each his own. Knock yourself out. But I thought then he bought the 10. That's what he bought, and it had four of those packs, so that's 40. So he got 43 cards for $18. And I'm like, well, did you get any special ones? And he said, oh, one. So out of 43 cards, the one that's like the good card, I guess, he got one of those, and then he got like three or four other kind of decent cards, and the rest was just like card stock. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, you need to trade all those for something good. Because my thing is, when I was collecting like comic books and stuff, I would want the best. I don't want, but I guess you had to get, because I one time, and I still have it. I need to sell it. I collected the 1991 or 92 version of the Fleer Ultra X-Men. Well, there was X-Men cards, and then there were special ones you had to get to make the big holographic foil cover art. And I have a complete set of those, and that's from 1992. I would say 92. And so those are 21 years old now. Somebody needs to buy them. I need to put them on eBay or something, because they're sitting in just one of those little like sports card things that you collect them in the little sleeves, the plastic sleeves. But regardless of that, so we leave Target. Like I said, it was very very easy to get in, get out, get what we need, and head back to where head back home. But then I needed it. Then I just realized that I needed a PlayStation 2. A PlayStation controller, and so I'm like, I said, well, there's another little resale store that we go to sometime, but they pissed me off last time I was there because they're overpriced. But I'm like, well, I don't want to go to the one because it's just way too busy. I own that part of the street, so I was like, we'll go over here. It's off the beaten path, and we'll go over there and see some stuff. Because I'm looking for a mixer. I actually ordered one online tonight, so I'm not too sure how that's going to work because, like I said, doing our migration from Blog Talk Radio to 100% Spreaker, I want to be able to take calls on my show. I've been looking at the YouTube videos. I'm not 100% sure how to do it, but I'll figure it out. And then somebody had a mixer on Craigslist for like $50. I emailed him and asked him would he take 25. You can always kind of haggle on Craigslist, and so the one that I ordered was 20, and so hopefully that'll work. And I'm still looking at the tutorials so I can be able to take Skype calls. So coming soon, everybody, if you want to call into the 5 by 5 late night or Real Talk with David and Nikki, we'll be able to take calls through Skype. And I'm not sure right now what the Skype, if I want to change the Skype name to the 5 by 5, which I probably should. I'll probably have to do another account, but right now it's going to be DAYVYDNATL. Currently, that's my my Skype information. So I'm not sure if I'm going to change the name, but I probably should. So, because I have personal contacts on my Skype, and then I just want to keep those separate. So that might be a good idea to do that. So you'll be able to call through Skype, and we'll be able to bring you on the show. We would love to talk to you. So talk to you. So 2014, which is only a week away now. We'll hopefully start taking those calls through Skype on both this show and the Real Talk with David and Nikki show. But anyhow, we get to the other store, and I grabbed me a PlayStation controller because one of mine is broke. And we came back here and hung out and played WWE SmackDown versus Raw, which was pretty kind of good because they have a lot of the moves, the signature moves like a Rey Mysterio were dead on, So I was really shocked by that. So that was fun. But then his mother came and got him. He didn't want to go. But I said, well, we have all next week to hang out, because I don't think they go back to school till Thursday. Still haven't decided if I'm going out or not on New Year's Eve. I want to, but sometimes I change my mind and I'll lay my big ass down. But okay, enough of my personal stories for tonight. We did figure out who the names, Jeremy and I, we did figure out who those teachers were. And he did have an unfortunate occurrence with the football coach because he was on the football. See, he was a jock boy. He didn't talk to me. I was the gay black boy that nobody wanted to be associated except black girls. It's true. But anyhow, we're gonna take a break. We'll be back, and then we'll talk about McDonald's a little bit. McDonald's a little bit.
Imagine a world where bullying isn't considered a normal part of childhood.
A world where I'm not afraid to go to school.
To speak out.
To be myself.
A world where I'm not afraid to be caught alone.
Come on, punk.
We have the power to stop the bullying. Speak out.
Speak up.
Educate.
Find out what to look for and how you can make a difference at bullying.org.
Bullying is not kids being kids.
It's not about good homes or bad homes.
It's not a normal part of growing up. I shouldn't be afraid to get on the school bus.
To turn on my computer.
Or walk to my locker. Did you know that a bully will stop his or her behavior in 10 seconds when their peers speak up?
Use your voice.
Hey, leave him alone.
We have the power to stop bullying.
Find out more at bullying.org,
Bullying.org.
where you're not alone.
And you're not alone.
Where you're not alone.
I know a lot of us have fallen in love for all the wrong reasons, self included. I haven't been exempt from falling in love with the wrong person or, well, people. But I will survive. Just like Destiny's Child said, I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to work harder. Did I just do that verse of I'm a Survivor by Destiny's Child? Talk about a B stand. Bow down. That's all I can say. Anyhow, we talked a few things about shopping the day after Christmas. But something I seen funny today was on the USA Today's website about McDonald's. Now, y'all know a fat boy loves McDonald's, but a fat boy doesn't work there. So recently, if you guys didn't know, that McDonald's, I think it's their employee website, that was ran by a third company, their health website, that put on there uh, that eating a cheeseburger and fries was an unhealthy option. And so somebody pointed it out, and somebody pointed it out, and so they they I'm sorry, I'm watching something on TV with local people that I can't that I know and I don't like. There is one let me say something real quick before I get into the McDonald's story 100%. My buddy Jeremy, he went to the same high school. We went to the same yes, that's what his name. Um we were talking about a teacher that was crippled, and he said he was on a ladder in gym and fell on it between his legs. That's why he walked that way. Um, X was his name. I never heard that story. He was always really nice to me. I liked him too, but he walked really funny. So did he mess his balls up or something? It was his back. I'm interesting because you said fell on it between his legs. Oh, what if he messed his balls up? No, that don't even sound nice. But this commercial just came on TV. Um, this area is so colorless. I can't stand it. I have to get out of southern Indiana, because like, and people think that I have problems with white people. I don't. I have a lot of white friends. Jeremy is my friend, and he is white. He's in my chat room. He's a buddy of mine. I've been knowing him for 25 years. Um, but my friendship background is very multicultural, multi-ethnic. Um, but this area, there's no inclusion here. That's whether it's in the gay community or the people who think they're high society in this area. Um, it's to the point to where I don't see, which I've developed a culture shock, and I guess it's almost a post-traumatic situation because there's no color here. And when I say there's no color, there's black people who live here. We have black areas. Um, that's without. I keep on jumping around. I will say about it's on PBS. I will say about PBS, their HD is phenomenal. It looks so good. I don't know why. And remember, they wanted the government to stop. Hey, Donovan. Oh, my friend Donovan from the Off Limits show has just stopped by. I thought he was out of town, so I didn't want to bother him. Jeremy, meet Donovan. Donovan met Jeremy. Donovan, from the Off Limits show, is my co-host. Um, we co-host a show called The Crew, which we probably need to do it at some point, maybe tomorrow or Saturday. Um, and we co-host that show and have a good time. And Donovan is a friend of mine. He was traveling for Christmas, but anyhow, I was saying PBS was very. Oh, I thought you was going to yesterday and today. I didn't know you was back today. Anyhow, so we we were. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was talking about PBS, how the HD looks really, really good. Oh, and I got my Donovan. I got my soundbar for Christmas. By the way, woohoo! We the day before Christmas we talked about soundbars because Donovan was buying one for a friend of his, and I was telling him the one that I wanted. I didn't get the one that I would have purchased for myself, but I have a decent one and I'm in love with it. I finally got it to work in the night, but But check out PBS if you have an HD television. Go to PBS. The HD is really good. But no, this area is very colorless. You only see white people, which there's nothing wrong with it. If you're involved in that, you're involved in it. But you don't see. I don't think it's very inclusive because they don't let. Not that they don't let. I don't know. I haven't tried because to me, I don't think it's um embraced enough. Like I've seen commercials of local people and local groups. Even the college I went to, that college was very white anyhow. Um, there's no black people. I mean, where are the black people? In the gay community, Atlanta's one thing, and I say this 1,001 times. Even the black people in Atlanta's segregated, but it's only segregated to the point it's a cultural thing, not we're going to do this to you type of thing. We're not going to allow you to come. It's cultural because black people speaking of clubs, black folks like to listen to, or the majority of black people like listening to urban music. So if you're a black person going to a club, you're going to go to the urban club to hear urban music where urban people go. You're not going to go to the rock club where mostly white people go, or you're not going to go to the Spanish club to hear La Cucaracha. It's not going to happen. And as like I said, it's cultural. You mix it everywhere else. It's just cultural. They have definitive, very black areas. I live in the brown area, but here it's just like the inclusion of color is not spread out. You have the different sex, and I guess there's not enough black people here to make that much of an impact. But there's black people here that are educated, who have good jobs, could be considered high society. And even in the gay community here, there is no inclusion ethnically. You might have a couple of black drag queens, but that's about it. And then and then they pick and choose the ones that the black people they want to hang around with them, so they'll have their token. At one time, I was the token. Not that I liked it, but because not that that's who I wanted to be. It's just how it was. I was the black person they wanted to hang around because I wasn't ghetto. And that was the perceived ghetto-ness, because I can get ghetto if I want to, but that's how they see me, and I carry myself a particular way. But it's just so silly, and I had to get out of the Midwest because this is not for your boy. I don't like it. I don't want to be here, and just for the fact that the whole the racial mix is not for me. Not that I want to be around black people all the time, because trust me, I don't. I want a mix of everybody. Anyhow, and with that, I don't know what I was talking about, so I'm going to get my mind right. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. I think we'll finish up with McDonald's. We'll talk about wage in America, and then we'll finish up with our false facts reveal. We'll be right back.
This
I like that song. I know. I've never played the whole thing all the way through. I don't know why, but there you go. Let's embrace the taste by Alex Baroza. Oh, so earlier or before I get on that tangent, oh, that's what I was gonna say. I got my mind right. I was talking about the having no color in Evansville, but there's a teacher that Jeremy and I went to school with, and I'll put is Jeremy went to see is Ken in there? Hey Ken. Um and Ken met Jeremy, Jeremy met Ken. That's the other talk show host on the crew with me. We have a show with all three of us. It's really funny. Jeremy went to see the Hunger Games tonight, and his daughter is texting him about the show. I guess he's asking questions about it. I think that's really cute. Jeremy's a good daddy. He's really nice. He's a really good guy. But no, there's a teacher uh, that we both went to high school with, that it was on this commercial that on PBS. And what kills me, he's married, and I've seen him in more than one gay situation. Stop playing, and he's ugly. I just had to say that because that just kind of grossed him out. He's on there trying to be a pillar of the community when you're around here sleeping with boys behind your wife's back. Boy, stop. Anyhow, but did you guys see um, the McDonald's web story about them having on their health website saying that fast food was bad, a bad choice, and they had a hamburger and a hamburger and fries, cheeseburger and fries as part of the example to say that was a bad choice. And so now when the employees go to that part of the website, it says that it's under maintenance because McDonald's was not having it. Talk about a PR nightmare, and that's exactly what the USA Today put on their website. And it says, after the news on these posts went viral, the fast food giant told its vendor to remove the site. Um, and the company will still offer employees help by phone. So I guess it has something to do with their health insurance. We have offered the Mick Resource Program to help our valued McDonald's employees with work and life guidance. Created by independent third-party experts, a combination of factors has led us to reevaluate, and we've directed the vendor to take down the website. So this website was telling the employees to stay away from fast food. How funny is that? And in more recent news, the do you know who I'm talking about? Jeremy, that's funny. If you know what I'm talking about. No, I didn't like him. He was an ass because he cussed and acted a fool. I didn't learn nothing. But for everybody who likes Red Lobster, you might be having a new version of Red Lobster in 2015. The chain, which is by Darden, that owns, I think they own Olive Garden as well. The restaurants are not doing as well as they would like for them to do. So they're reevaluating their model. They also own Logan's Steakhouse, I believe, or some kind of steakhouse, one of those. And so they're reevaluating. They're stopping building. They're not going to add any units to Olive Garden, which for cheap, although the Italian food that I made on Christmas, when my sister and I made on Christmas, tastes just as good as anything at Olive Garden. And I like Olive Garden as a choice, but when it comes to Italian food that tastes good and you get good quality food, I'd rather go to Carrabba's or Maggiano's, just because. Um, but so Red Lobster, they're going to spin it off into its own company some way, and it might be a different version. So all you cheddar biscuits, shrimp loving, lobster tail eating people, well, they're not. They're going to add a couple more Logan's Roadhouses. I guess Logan's Roadhouse something. They're going to add they're going to add some of those, but they're not going to add as many. But the future of Red Lobster hangs in the balance, but it will not be in effect until 2015. But they're going to do a different version of it, so I don't know what that means. They said because they did I guess a research on um, they did research, and most of their customers are turning to a fast food alternative, like Chipotle, which is my favorite, one of my favorite restaurants. Um, in a pail now. Yeah, somebody fell on the peanuts and sued Logan's, and that's why they don't put peanuts on the floor anymore. That's what I heard. Now that may not be true, but that's what I heard. So coming in soon. Thing is, I've never ever eaten at a Red Lobster. I've somebody has brought me and given me a cheddar biscuit before, and I thought they were okay, but I've never eaten at a Red Lobster ever. I'm sure I'm not missing anything because I don't think I'm not a seafood person. What are you talking about? What are they going to do? Make you leave? Make me? What are you talking? Make me leave? What? What are you talking about? True, I agree with that, but I've never been there. I've eaten a hamburger at Joe's Crab Shack, but I've never eaten anything inside a Red Lobster. Not a fan. But Ken and Donovan, I hope you are doing good tonight. Thank you guys for coming. Those are my boys. Jeremy and I were drinking. He's drinking Crown. I told everybody to tweet me what they were drinking tonight at hashtag drinking5 on Twitter. And I'm drinking. Somebody gave me a bottle of Sutter Home Bubbly Pink Moscato. So, anytime it's bubbly, it's not all that great. At Logan's, they give you a full shell peanuts, and you're supposed to throw them on the floor. Yeah, they don't do that anymore. You can't do the throw it on the floor of the peanuts no more. And but I hope both of you guys had a good Christmas. I had an excellent Christmas. It was very nice. No one in my family. Um, Oh, hey, I think Angela Truth is bathtub girl. Hey, Angela, thanks for joining me. I don't think you've ever been to one of my shows while they were live. Thanks for swinging through. I'm just oh, Ken's drinking water. Yes, I found that out tonight. What did you find out? I like Pinot. I do. I drink Pinot um occasionally. Um but when somebody gives you free liquor, you have to just um drink what you have. Oh, you have lurked. Oh, well, I love lurkers too, but I know you know Donovan. Um, See, I looked for a Shiraz the other day because I had Chardonnay last night. And I looked for a Shiraz the other day and I couldn't find the one I wanted. And I bought that I don't know if you ever guys have ever heard of um, World Cost Plus World Market, but they have the best wine selection I've ever seen. And I've only been to one in Georgia. They don't have one in this area, but they have a really, really, really good wine selection. That's why I got this phenomenal Shiraz that I haven't been able to find anywhere. But he said Angela says red wine has more alcohol. Go for that. Well, I want to drink this Moscato, and it is very sweet. Moscato is more like a dessert wine. I don't think it's sweet as a Riesling, but it's good. But I like a Shiraz, though. That's probably, if I had a choice to make, that would be my choice. Well, you know what? I am going to take another break, play you guys another song, fill my wine glass back up, and we'll be right back.
than ever. Yeah, I'll be thinking that I change or that I think that I am better. I still sit up on the roof, I still go for walks at night. I still look up at the moon and sit in the crib when it's time to ride. Ladies, I know you wanna come with me when I have to fly up again, and I don't wanna leave you either. But I have to, and I'm sorry. Just keep up on my YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, baby. It's easy. Chill on a little beach, y'all party with us. Everyone's around and said they never get enough. I'm about to the new. No, it ain't nothing new. When the ladies see me now, they're like, just me and my clique, yeah, that's all I need. What a freaky bigs and Irene B. Shout out to all around every artist to see. Sit back, NFC party tonight. Go ape and tell a friend, ain't about the drama, eh? Well, I'm just trying to have a good life with every single fine dime. Showing love to my city, put your camera out, it's showtime. Yeah. Money steady stacking. I get to come back home where there's not a lot of action, but I let it run. Tequila mixed with rum, and if you want it, then you should come get some. Rama in the building, rise up to the ceiling. Planet to planet, this track is what they're feeling. Yeah, and if you feel it too, you shouldn't stop yourself. Know just what to do. When it comes to how I live, everything you do is big, and I'm not being cocky or saying I'm the itch. Just trying to state that my life is great, and my TV on the town like a paperweight. Whole lifestyle blown up, parties gonna show up. Every time I come home, I'm close to the top. What did you think? I was playing around. Hope that you can see clearly now because I wanna shine. Every party on my own time, fly around the world to the haze. They can kiss mine, sitting on the gold mine, seeing all the fine dimes, riding the first class. The only way to stay fly. Yeah, you thinking I wasn't serious? My flows got you delirious. Breaking bigs, Rama, NFC, they feeling this. Interviews, TV slots, and radio casts. I swear I love this life and I just wanna make it last. Make it last, I just wanna make it last. I swear that I'm in first place, impossible for you to pass. But don't think I got this handed to me. It wasn't easy, been forced to work hard and lose sleep. It's what I reached for, and it was all worth it. Tried to achieve more, cause nobody's perfect. I'm the Prince of R-A-M-A, well my job is what I don't play. Do you really think I'm gonna sit back while they stealing food off of my plate? Nah. Hope you got the feel, whatever time to chill. Buckle up, lean back, ready for the thrill. Throw a couple mil, anything you ever wanted, I can foot the bill. Cause I think that you should come with me tonight, girl. Know what you wanna do. The boardwalk, the ocean, anything for you, girl. For you, girl.
You know what? I'm never gonna play that song again. That song just really got on my nerves. Maybe because I'm drunk. Well, not drunk, I'm buzzed. But yeah, I'm never playing that song again. Well, thanks for dropping by, BTG. BTG in his house. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you, Angela. Hoping to see you again sometime. Anyhow, I was going to talk about Wage in America, but I think I'm going to save that for a Real Talk with David and Nikki show. So what we're going to end up on tonight is a book that I got for Christmas that I was been reading. It's like one of those books you get in the stationery aisle at Walgreens, and it's called Contrary to Popular Belief, and it's written by Joey Green, and it's a book of more than 250 false facts revealed. So I said a few last night, so I was going to do a few tonight as well. And the first one is Adam and Eve did not eat an apple from the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden. So, historically, everybody thinks that, well, not everybody, most people think that Adam and Eve ate the apple. The serpent, which was Satan, gave Eve the apple, and then she cursed Adam to partake of the apple, and they was kicked out of the garden, and therefore we didn't get to see their naughty parts, and they covered up. But The fact of the matter is, the Bible does not mention what fruit Adam and Eve ate. It is simply called the fruit of the tree, which is in the midst of the garden. The only fruit we know for certain is in the Garden of Eden is the fig, because Adam and Eve later covered their nakedness with fig leaves. So how big is, I want to know, how big is a fig leaf? Does anybody know how big a fig leaf is? I'm curious. Really curious about that. So if anybody knows how big a fig leaf is, let me know. The idea that the fruit was an apple seems to have originated with Aquila Ponticus, who translated the Hebrew Bible into Greek in the 2nd century. He mistranslated a verse from the Song of Songs. I raised thee up under the apple tree, there my mother brought thee forth. To I raised thee up under the apple tree, there wast thou corrupted. Saint Jerome translated the Greek Bible into Latin, perpetuating the error. Donovan says, because if God created Adam in his image, his dick had to be big. And since my thinking God was black, it probably was big. And I'm not being blasphemous by any means. I'm just saying it is. They're brown folks over there with big penises. Um, I'm sorry. Um, and Jeremy, stop flirting with Angela. I think she's married. You know, you have straight boys in the chat room. They want to hit on all the girls. But I think it's interesting that that was mistranslated. And we had this talk. Donovan Ken and I had this talk about religion twice, and how, and I've also embraced the fact that everything in the Bible um, is more metaphor than actual fact. And this is obviously an example. Moving on, we're not going to get into a religious discussion tonight. This is another one I thought was really, really funny. David is, I am not drunky. I'm buzzed. The next one was Monica Lewinsky did not perform oral sex with President Bill Clinton in the Oval Office. And I never really heard the specifics. I just know she did it, and I just assumed it was a. Okay, Angela Truth is giving us some truth. One second. The fig is the food of the god Baal. So instead of covering of the god Kippa, the hat, they in carnal wisdom chose the leaf of Baal's food. What's your point, David? I'm not. I'm not what? Buzzy? Thanks, BTG. Anyhow, about back to Monica Lewinsky did not perform oral sex with President Bill Clinton of office. It says in 1998, Monica Lewinsky swore under oath in her testimony to a grand jury that she and President Clinton were never physically intimate in the Oval Office. However, she did testify that she had oral sex with the president in the hallway of the Oval Office, usually against the closed door to the bathroom and in the back office. Oh, well, I know you're not married. I don't want you to be hitting on my Spreaker friends. No, he is single. He's a good guy, but he's not well endowed. So, you might want to think about that. Kidding, kidding. One second. I think sometimes when I have a little bit more to drink, I get a little meaner. But I'm not being mean. Jeremy's my boy. And did you guys know that human hair does not continue growing after death? Remember, everybody says that when you die, the things that continue to grow is your hair and your nails. Well, that's not true. After death, the human body begins to dry and shrink, revealing more of the hair shaft and giving, I said hair and shaft together, hair shaft and giving the false impression that the hair continues growing. Imagine that. I didn't know that. This is really a good book. Let's see if I can find another one for you guys. George Washington. George Washington. Another bit of truth from Andrea the Truth. Monica never claimed she had sex with Bob Dole, though they were neighbors at the Watergate Hotel. They have apartments there. What are you trying to say? And Ken Boggle says the scalp recedes. The scalp recedes. Okay. Well, I'm bald already, so there's no hair to come out to be exposed when I wither and die. Oh, and by the way, when I die, make sure that the song number 13 on Beyonce's new album is played. It's called Heaven. Play that at my funeral. Next, George Washington never wore false teeth made from wood. The teeth in the lower base of George Washington's dentures were carved from ivory. Another thing I didn't know, the upper plate was made from gold. The dentures are on display in the Smithsonian Institute's National Museum of History and Technology in Washington, D.C. When I was in D.C., I didn't see that. I know I was in the museum that had a ton of George Washington memorabilia. I guess it's not called memorabilia history, but I don't remember seeing the teeth, or I would have known that because I've been there. I was there. It's another they were not made from enslaved teeth. Don't be saying that. And on that note, we're taking another break. We'll be right back.
Been it before, but I like the look in your eyes. I know you came with your boys, but I wanna spend some time. Let's get a little faded, numbers will be traded. We gon' make some plans tonight. Forget about your old chick, you know I'm the business. We just having fun, no time. I know that you like it, you don't need to fight it. Ain't no other chick in my league. Take the best of me. I know what you're aiming. I'ma make you famous. Say you wrong and I'll be the lead. We gon' have a good night, good night, good night. Tell your boys good night, good night, good night. We gon' have a good night, good night, good night. Tell your boys good night, good night, good night. It's the way you do it, boy. Something that you got, I need. If you wanna know what's up, come meet me in the VIP. So let's get a little faded, numbers will be traded. We gon' make some plans tonight. Forget about your old chick, you know I'm the business. We're the perfect match, no lie. I know that you like it, no need to fight it. Ain't no other chick in my league. I know what you're aiming. I'ma make you famous. Say you wrong and I'll be the lead. Good night, good night,
Well, you left home the other night. I won't see you for a couple days, but I still leave on all the lights, and all your stuff is still in place where you left it. Now you turned me into a wreck. I swear I hear you coming through that door, but every time I go to check, well, you're not there, and I swear not to fall for that no more. And I say, oh my God, could this be? Is love finally tripping me? I'm falling for you. And if I die before I wake, the dreams of you were my escape. I'm falling. Whoa. The TV lights an empty room that shines upon me, just laying in my bed. As every memory of you, well, all night long since you've been gone, is running through my head. And I say, oh my God, could this be? Is love finally tripping me? I'm falling for you. And if I die before I wake, the dreams of you were my escape. I'm falling. Whoa. Oh, can't seem to get you off my mind. Oh, no matter how I try and try. Oh, every time I blink my eyes, all I see is you. You. Oh my God, could this be? Is love finally tripping me? I'm falling for you. And if I die before I wake, the dreams of you were my escape. I'm falling. Whoa. For you. Whoa. For you.
That is Seth Fournier, not to be mistaken for Seth Fournier. When I first did some research on who this person was singing "Falling for You," I love the song. I don't know why. Has that kind of acoustic appeal to it that sometimes appeals to me. But it also helps that the guy is really, really hot. And maybe it's something with guys named Seth. I've never met a Seth that wasn't cute. Now that I'm thinking about it, every Seth that I've ever met has been relatively attractive, and they've been white, and they've all been white. Interesting. But Seth Fournier is the red-headed ginger guy that the crew will be talking to. Hopefully, I might tell Seth Fournier to let's postpone it until we get through the holidays and get into 2014, which will probably be not next week, but the week after. Not the week of January 1st. Seth Green. I think Seth Green is cute. And was he the guy? Oh, Seth Green is the one that was on 90210, right? No, that was David somebody. Seth Green was on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I think. I'm not sure. Um, but we were talking about some facts. Done with that now because I'm drinking. Wrapping up shortly. I will say this though. I was reading on Facebook. I hate people who whine about not having a man. I can whine about not having a man. I just don't give a fuck. But here's the thing. This one guy that I have seen, talked to, or whatever, he's always whining about, he obviously just lost his, well, no, he's cute. He's cute in that kind of emo kind of way. No, he's cute. He kind of looks voice of, yeah, he is. I like Seth Green. I think he's cute because but the reason I like him because he was on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and I like that character. He played Oz on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and I like that character. Um, uh, he is cute. And he is short. I can't fuck with him because he's too short. He can't climb all these mountains and hills and peaks and valleys. I can't do all that. But I was gonna go there. This is a late night show. He could bottom for me. I wouldn't turn him away. But anyhow, um, there's a guy, a friend of mine on Facebook, that's constantly crying about not having a man. Here's somebody who's young, relatively attractive, but you always try to date men for what you can get out of it. And he's like, this is what this idiot puts. And I tried to give him some wisdom, but he doesn't listen. So he says, okay, so I've had the man with a bunch of money. I've had a man with a big bottom, along with the man who's got the great dick. I've had the guy who could been there, who could been there when convenient, and he spelled convenient wrong. But where's the man with the heart when needed? Here's the thing. Short men try harder. They don't try hard enough. They try to climb you, and then it just feels like a bug, and you just want to knock them off. But the guy that's talking about all these different men, when you put when you put out there that what you seek is what you get, in my opinion, because you're always putting out there that I don't know how the cell phone's going to get paid. Get a job, one. Or I don't know how I'm gonna get a cigarette. I'm fiending for one, And I told him a long time ago when we had our interaction, I don't buy dick. Trust and believe it. And so he he tries to manipulate situations. It'd just be simple if you would just go get you a job. And then when I ask him about getting a job, he acts like he's too good to go work at McDonald's. Even though I think I'm too good to work at McDonald's, if that's what I had to do to get a dollar, that's what I would have to do to get a dollar. That don't mean I have to like it. That don't mean that I have to want it. That doesn't mean I don't use this for a stepping stone to be someone else. Because trust and believe, if I work at McDonald's, I'll be the manager. I won't be flipping burgers and turning fries unless I have to. And so he puts all this stuff out there, and then he wants somebody to feel sorry for him. Why? Because you don't work, and then what you're seeking, like a man with the money, a man with the I wonder what guy I was talking about. I wonder if he was talking about me in that post. I did send him a message like, which one was I? Because I know where you live. I'll come cuss you out. But but it's just funny. Stop, worrying about what people can give you. If you put out there that you're looking for somebody with a heart, I would think, and I do believe that that's what you receive. But what you put out, you definitely get back. I'm a firm believer in that. Call it karma, call it karma, or what have you. I definitely believe what you put out into the universe is definitely what you get back. Stop trying to I am really messed up. Stop trying to depend on folks to bring you happiness. You have to create your own happiness within yourself before you expect some man, some woman, some anything to make you happy by what they have to give other than their heart. Because in this particular person's individual case, That's what you want, somebody to pay your cell phone bill. You want somebody to have the dividends. You don't think what's true all the time, but most of the time about putting out there is what putting stuff out in the universe. You don't get it back. Is that what you're saying? I'm waiting. Is Jeremy? You are not short, by the way. I'm reading up in the chat. Jeremy, I think you're taller than I am and a lot skinnier, bitch. Um, oh, you're single because you want somebody to pay your cell phone bill? Is that why you're single? I don't believe that for 1 second. Oh, well, I no, I can prescribe to that theory. Donovan says sometimes people get shit on regardless, but in general, I believe it's true. I think sometimes there's circumstances where, but I think you have to be. Maybe that's why I'm single because I just refuse to be anybody's punching bag. Not literally. I'm not Rihanna. I'm not going to be anybody's punching bag or not being. I'm not going to allow somebody to treat me poorly or not giving me what I need. But then again, I haven't opened myself up for that person who would be there to give me what they need. I don't. I think. But I want I want Jeremy to clarify why he thinks he's a short guy because he's not. And that's why you're single. Because you're short or because you want your cell phone bill paid. I don't get it. But oh, here we go with the past life stuff. Will y'all stop talking about past life? That stuff don't happen. I'm kidding, Ken. I agree with that. I think sometimes you just have bad fucking luck. I totally agree with that. I think timing has a lot to do with that. I think sometimes we don't take all the opportunities. Oh, because Jeremy said he has to try harder. Well, if your dick was bigger, maybe you wouldn't have to try so hard. I had to say it. Yeah. Do you think we'll have to mark this show as explicit now? Okay, one more song. We're gonna come back and wrap up because I'm tripping. I just want to know who in the hell is Paul. Oh, Donovan obviously shaves everything on his body. He says he shaves his balls and other parts. He says there's no shame in his game. And Ken Boggle from Ken Boggle Talk obviously thinks I'm a Neanderthal, which I'm not. I am very refined and I have refined taste. I know wine. Just because somebody gave me some pink Moscato doesn't mean that I run out there and buy Coke 45 and Wild Turkey. Trust. NT who? Easy. He says it needs to keep it neat down there. Easier access, not on my chest or legs. Oh, now Jeremy, I just now got that. Where's my damn picture at? Oh, I just got message from the Dustin guy when he was talking about the guy who had money, great dick, bottom, and all that kind of stuff. I said, so which one was I? Rolls eyes, and he types LOL, and I'm saying, don't. LOL me while throwing some shade ass. Um, Wild turkey. No, Ken thinks I'm a Neanderthal. He doesn't think I'm as refined as Donovan. I don't get the same treatment. Just saying. Anyhow, anyhow. Oh, don't frown. It's all love. Jeremy, if you don't know, these boys are some bitches. If you ever go to the cruiseshow.net, there's a show called The Great Madonna Debate. And if you listen to that particular show, you can see how honorary we can get. But we love each other. It's all fun and games until somebody gets their eyes scratched out. Um, I don't care who's refined or not. I'm me. I know what I am. You see, this is why we all need to live in the same city because we would be going out having a really good time right now. We would even invite, uh, I'm playing with you, bring it on down. I'm laughing the whole time. Trust. No, we would all be going out and we would even invite straight Jeremy with us. And Donovan says, "Do you?" I do me, and I do me very well. Like a panda's not really a bear. That's in my book. I'll have to read that next time. Oh, the little boy that's. Oh, now see, this is the part where he asked me if I have some cigarettes for him, and the answer is emphatically no. Oh yeah, Jeremy's very hetero, very very extremely hetero. Okay, tell him to close his mouth. Because the word on the street, he eats it like no other. He's awfully quiet. David said he thought it smelled like coochie up in here. I smelled it too, but I didn't want to say anything. Oh, I think we ran Jeremy away. Sigh. What a shame. He's really nice, guys. So be nice to him. He's really nice. There is too much estrogen in the building. Oh, he's back. Oh, he was a cheerleader. Jeremy was a cheerleader. Jeremy did a whole bunch. You know what? And guess what, guys? He was the homecoming king during high school. Imagine that. You're in the presence of royalty. Oh, these queens here are something else, Jeremy. You just don't know. Oh, and you know what, guys? I have drinking this whole Is it drinking? Drunk? Not drinking. I have drunk. I have drunk this whole bottle of wine. Crazy. I've been trying to get Jeremy to take some nude art shots, but he won't do it. I told him I'd sell them for him, but he doesn't trust me. Um, I'm gonna hook him up with Nikki Donovan. I know, right? That's why I'm ready to bring this shit on down. No hard feelings. That's why I'm ready to take my yes, very classy, art photographs. Art photographs, and I'm gonna hook my boy up. Oh no, he did not say bow down for Beyonce. See, he's fun. See, he's one of the few. Well, no, I still have some straight friends, but he's probably one of my closest straight friends. I hope Ken didn't get mad at me. I was just playing with him earlier. Ken, are you still there? No, but I'm ready to bring this ish to a close. Do we do another song or do we well, I have one more queued up. One more song and then we'll say our goodnights. We'll do 120 minutes. I've never done a show this long by myself. Hilarious.
Do you think you know just who you are? Driving around chasing money in a man-made car. Do you ever think about it? Don't you think it's bizarre? You're in the Milky Way floating around in the stars. It's like who, what, when, where, why am I? And all this time we've been just a speck in the sky. It's like a cosmic joke that can make you laugh. Your whole existence is the sum of the cosmic math. Well, if you woke up this morning, then it's a good day. If you woke up healthy, it's a good day. If you woke up refreshed, then it's a good day. So get up, get out, get on your way. If you woke up broke, it's still a good day. If you woke up diseased, it's still a good day. If you woke up exhausted, still a good day. Because you woke up, so get on your way. Now if you have some today, then give some away. Cause what you give will come back on another day. Not in the same form. And just so you know, what you reap is what you will eventually sow. Like if you rise to the top, you'll have to come back down to find your feet firmly planted back on the ground. And if you live by the gun, you might die by one. Because it only takes one shot to blot out the sun. Now if you woke up this morning, it's a good day. If you woke up healthy, it's a good day. If you woke up refreshed, then it's a good day. So get up, get out, get on your way. If you woke up broke, it's still a good day. And if you woke up diseased, it's still a good day. And if you woke up exhausted, still a good day. Because you woke up, so get on your way. Now when the lights go out for good, how will you turn them back on? Did you create yourself in a physical form? Did you breathe the breath of life into your lungs and make your heart beat since before you were one? Did you take two cells and make them four, then turn four into eight and make 8 million more? Did you realize one day that you were alive and forget that one day you would eventually die? Well, if you woke up this morning, then it's a good day. And if you woke up healthy, then it's a good day. If you woke up refreshed, then it's a good day. So get up, get out, get on your way. If you woke up broke, it's still a good day. And if you woke up diseased, it's still a good day. And if you woke up exhausted, still a good day. Because you woke up, now get on your way.
These bitches in the chat room are tripping. This has been such a fun show. I'm a little I'm just buzzed. I'm not that drunk. I was pretending. Um, I was I was pretending to be drunk. But if I remember, Donovan did a drunk show one day. I'm so pure, I'm pasty, and cancer prone. That was funny. Now I have to say snap to that. That was good. That was a good one. Oh, the little boy won't answer my question about which guy he was talking about, which one I was. Maybe I wasn't any of them. But I know I got some good PP. That's all I'm saying. Um, he says, I said, you never asked my question. He's like, LOL, the list goes on. I said, mm-hmm. Um, anyhow, I was typing. I'm sorry. I was so rude. Let me see. That's true. Yes, the fuck I'm drunk. Yes, you did have it. That was hilarious. Donovan has had a lot of interesting shows. The bitches crossed the line. The bitch needs to die. The bitches made me mad. The bitch, yeah. Donovan has had a lot of funny shows. That's when Donovan is one of those people you just don't want to cross because he goes there and he doesn't care and makes no apologies for it. What's the red wine edition? Are you drinking now, Donovan? I know Jerry. I don't have to ask Jeremy. I know his ass is still drinking. He says, Donovan says, "Hey Ken, half of me is on your side." Well, so you're saying that 2.5 of y'all are against me? Yeah, two whites, a half, and then there's me. Yeah, 2.5 of y'all are against me. Not fair. Those are not good odds. Because somehow I'll end up with a noose around my neck. Oh. Well, I am out of wines, and that means that my time has ran out. It has been a fun show tonight. Thank you guys. Uh, Donovan from the Off Limit Show, Ken from the Ken Boggle Talk Show, my boys from the crew, my good friend Jeremy, who has hung out with me every night since Christmas, or no, since Christmas Eve on my show. Listen to me babble about whatever, whenever. And it's been fun. I need to do more shows like this. And Donovan, I did order a mini mixer. So when you hook your mixer up, I will need some information on how to hook mine up, because I am tired of Blog Talk Radio, and I'm trying to be completely on Spreaker. That way, Nikki can join us. I've been watching the tutorials, but they haven't necessarily given me anything that I can work with. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening to the show tonight. I know we were kind of all over the place, but it's the late night show, and it might get a little gritty, a little grungy, a little funky, but it's fun, and it's all in good fun. Thank you guys for listening. I'm going to read one more thing. What they're saying. He says, Donovan says he did. And Jeremy, I listened to what episode? What are you talking about? See, this is why I didn't want to raid the chat room again, because I know I'd have to respond. He said he did the Pinot Grigio edition last time. Tequila, I'm doing one for each alcohol. I'll take photos and show you how. Okay, that'll be perfect. Thank you. But again, good night, guys. I will hopefully, maybe, I don't know if we're doing crew tomorrow. We'll talk about that on Facebook. I might be going on a booty call here in a second. I don't know. It might happen. It's been a while. But I ain't gonna end up like Jeremy and do 2 years. I can't do that. But anyhow, I'm David. This is 5 by 5 Late Night, and we're 5 by 5. Good night.
Check us out on Facebook at The 5 by 5 or tweet us at the 5 by 5 or go to Recycle Blog Talk for past shows. Thanks for tuning in.